Well, there's a strong effort to close the feeling of social distancing and staying at home through virtual events. And here to talk more about it is Yelp Indy Senior Community Manager, Nikki Burt. Good to see you.
Hi, nice to see you from my house.
Yeah, nice to see anybody right now, right? So
Exactly.
So how long has it been since you guys decided and it's a word I use maybe too much, needed to pivot what you guys do?
Yes, it was about a month and a half ago. It's when we did our first virtual event. And it started because we were talking to local business owners and just working alongside them and trying to figure out how we could better support them. And the first one that we talked to was Sushi Boss in downtown Indy, and they were telling us that they were making sushi making kits already that customers could go in and purchase. So it'd be a box with the rice and the fish and the vegetables and everything you needed. And then you could take it home and make it yourself. And so we made that into our first event. It was over Zoom. We had about 40 people making sushi from home and also buying the boxes to support the business, but it was a free class. So
that's great.
Yeah, we've been pivoting. Yeah.
40 for your first one, I think, is great. You probably had a bit of a learning curve too, and they've probably gotten a little bit more smoother.
Yeah, absolutely. We learned that when you're cooking virtually, you have to repeat yourself many times, go very slow.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else is out there?
Yeah, so we've done a lot of events now, all virtual. So we did a travel through chocolate class last week. It was a chocolate tasting class where you could order a $5 chocolate tasting kit from a local chocolatier, Chocolar, and the business owner led us through all the different chocolates. We each had a passport. We were making notes on it. We did a Whiskey Wednesday with West Fork Whiskey. They taught us how to make one of their famed cocktails. We did a Cinco de Mayo class with Sun King Brewery. They taught us how to make a beer queso and a margarita using their Pachanga beer. And right now we're in the middle of a sourdough bread making class with Urban Awareness Gardens. So right now my dough is sitting out.
That's our good friend Jason Michael Thomas. Are you finding that some businesses, and I know you want to help everybody, are you finding that some businesses lend themselves to a virtual event more than others, or is it just a matter of imagination and creativity?
Yeah, well, what's been really great is that several of these businesses have now started to do their own virtual events based on kicking it off with us, which warms my heart. So Sushi Boss, for instance, now has a video up on their page about how you can be doing these classes at home, and they want to continue that kind of thing. Same with West Fork. And one that's coming up, actually, I was watching Great British Bake Off show on TV the other day, and so now we're partnering with Tina's Tea Room and Carmel to do a Great British Bake Off type event from home where everyone makes scones and then tries to make them as beautiful as they can, and we kind of compare. So yeah, some businesses have definitely already had certain types of events in their back pocket and just haven't been able to implement them yet.
The great thing about Tina is you think you're getting just a recipe, but usually you get a history lesson and an etiquette lesson at the same time.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's been one of the coolest parts, is because people don't normally have access to the business owner. So having that hour Zoom event, it's always free. You're hearing from the business owner and you're really learning what makes their business special and also how they're doing during this. So it's been a great way to connect people to business owners.
And I'm guessing that's not limited to just food and drink though, right?
Correct. So next week we have a lunchtime bar class with the Daily Method. So we're still trying to work out from home, kind of even out the food. And we also, actually, our most popular class is next week with Michael Durr Photography, but it is a phone photography 101 class. So he's going to teach us how he takes all of his amazing photos. He's one of Indy's top photographers. And we have almost 150 people signed up for that one. So that'll be a really great one, yeah.
Well, I think, we document our daily lives before we had a global pandemic, and now even more so. You want to take, if you're successful with that sourdough, you want to take the best possible picture of that sourdough, right?
Exactly. They go together.
So yelp.com/event/Indianapolis-in.us.
Yes, and they're open to anyone. They're free, and there's a different one every single week. So there's one's for families, one for 21 over. There's something for everyone.
That's
and
amazing.
You can also go to your Yelp app to the events tab.
That's great. Thank you so much, Nikki. Appreciate that. Lots to do, lots to see, lots to learn. Stay safe.